Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Bam!
Hello, hi, welcome back.
What's up, people? We thought we'll check out one of actually Sonu Nigam's favorite singers that you guys have also recommended. His name is Javed Ali. And we have come across some of his work in the live stream because we live stream every Friday. So do tune in Friday between 12 to when the fucking sun comes up, UK time. But he's gonna be in Superstar Singer because I think he's also a judge there. Like Alka Yagnik was a judge for this season. Sonu was a judge. Of Himesh is a judge of everything.
He meshes in like every panel.
So he's gonna do Tum Jo Mil Gaye Ho. Super confident in there. Also, we're reviewing movies now every Friday as well at Feature Friday Movies India. That's the channel for sort of the what would you call it, Indian subcontinent or the Indian movie industry. We will also be, as we evolve, checking out movies from all over the world, from all over South Asia in that channel.
From all over the world.
No, South Asia. And then there's other two channels coming as well that will be, for like other parts of Asia and then sort of like the West. But let's give this a go.
Okay.
Sing Kal Kal.
Super finale.
Wait, what?
Oh, yes, sir.
I think I remember hearing a bit of this before. Ah!
Yes, sir. Oh, amazing.
Dude, what the fuck? Who is this guy?
Incredible, it's incredible.
And why didn't we know about him before?
I don't know, but it's incredible.
Indeed, woman, indeed.
Wow, I love the flute.
That's resolution.
Hey!
Oh.
What? That's great.
Mare Jai. Hey.
I love it. He's the best sport. That is incredible.
I love that gesture. We're reviewing at the moment, or reacting and reviewing Barfi, the movies. It's probably one of my favorite compositions we've seen. We're doing it like in two parts because we had some performances to do last week, and we just watched like the first half. It's probably one of my favorite compositions, but also one of the things, like musical scores, but one of the things we've been noticing, like some of the mannerisms, I love that mannerism of like fuck, dude.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's like it couldn't get any better.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's so good.
It's so expressive. Also, coming from a South American background, like being Latina, we're very expressive. In Latin America, we're very expressive with our hands. So when you see it inculcated in other regions of the world, like culturally speaking, like in India, it feels
like, oddly homely.
Yeah, it's like a point of connection.
Yeah,
it's like you feel somewhat related,
which is bizarre because we're so thousands of kilometers
and
away.
I actually know absolutely bare minimum of the Indian culture, but there are certain things that just go beyond the language itself, and that's one of those.
We've of course been sort of captivated and heavily interested in the Indian music industry, and now seeing how intertwined music is with movies, we started to dive on there. Not only because I think it's appropriate in terms of expanding our own musical knowledge,
but also it's a good into the culture, I believe.
It's like a good understanding, because that will put also the industry into perspective. But my God, this guy's good.
This guy's amazing.
I recognize the guy, but I don't know his name.
I love
That's Ali, I think.
Salman Ali. Look how steady he is. He's an unmovable force.
I recognize him. That's it, but I don't know his name.
sir. Fantastic complementary to his vocals, the flute, right?
Correct.
Wow, what a great addition. Adorable.
He also seems to be one of these singers that probably prioritizes melody and harmony and the composition. There is room for the composition to shine in its details and its intricacies, rather than it always being a matter of perhaps showcasing the most ability in terms of both musical difficulty of execution or his vocal flares or knowledge of scales or anything like that. It seems to be more. Again, this is only one piece we review of him, so I'm not sure if this is accurate completely. But from this piece, it seems more he's just a fan of making music, which in order to get to that level, you have to be really, really bloody good, because to conceptualize ideas and then execute them, it's really hard to do.
Well, I do think this particular song has a lot of Western-like influences in the jazz aspect of it.
Yeah,
so it's very 007-esque. So it's...
Well, Indian jazz to me is heavily underrated. It's
I think so too.
Good, yeah.
I also think it's like it has this really cool elements of like fusion. So those become really prevalent in like the idea of jazz itself. So you could argue that it's a derivative of jazz.
Yep.
But at the same time, I love how the two come together. In this particular case, having a classical flute with a
I don't know what type of flute that is. I'm not.
that is just a Western classical flute.
Yeah, but it has a name.
Traverse.
That's
flute. But in comparison to his velvetiness to the vocals, it's like the perfect pairing.
It's good.
And it's such a great complementary instrument to what he's doing vocally that it just enhances his natural abilities, and in such a subtle way. Like the flutist understands the call and response aspect of things in a manner that only emphasizes the whole melody of the song itself.
It's very hard to
really
do this stuff live, and even to do it in a studio is difficult. Imagine live, you know.
Yeah. Oh, he's sitting down.
Yeah.
Right.
See that gesture. Also, there's congas in the background. Well, I said he's so bloody good.
I love it. It's great. Absolutely fabulous.
That's also in the finale. Nice, leaning even further. Yeah,
what an ending.
Leaning even further into that James Bond-esque sound. It's really refreshing, actually.
It's really nice. I think it's like the right amount of everything, all the elements. When it comes to like the breathiness in the vocals, actually, I have to be honest, I was super surprised to have him sitting down because his posture is so perfect, and in certain aspects of in certain takes of the camera, he actually looks like he's standing because he sat down in such a beautifully upright manner. Like I said, he looks a bit of like an unmovable force, and that settling, it's incredible.
Because this composition seems to be originally sung by Lata Mangeshkar and
right,
Mohammed Rafi. I think this is it.
That is it. Oh, it has a completely different feel though.
I mean, I can't tell if that's the same song or not. I presume it is.
It is.
Because it's such a different arrangement.
Wow. And that's actually fantastic.
It's from the movie called Hanste Sacham.
Ooh.
I see. Well, really, really intriguing. Obviously, some of these
Gorgeous.
older movies and these older compositions probably deserve a podcast on their own. So do let us know what you'd like the next podcast to be. Obviously, last week
Is
we
that
just
from the 70s? That has a strong 70s vibe.
90. Yeah, I would presume it's around there. I don't know, 80s, 90s.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I would presume. 1973. But yeah, we just did a podcast on Northeast Indian music. Of course, it's appropriate to sort of dive into different regions. But I think also there's been like huge demand for us to check out some of the older compositions, like from the 70s up until the 90s. Because we did do like a 2020s, 22 up until like 2000s, right?
Yes, we did, yeah.
Early 90s. So it would be appropriate to dive even further back.
Because those are the tracks that go past generations, like they pass down through generations. These are the movies that people grow up with and even have marked the music industry to such an extent. Yeah,
well, I guess you could say in order to understand the Javed Alis, the Sonu Nigams, the Alkas, the Shreya Ghoshal, Sunidhi Chauhans, you have to understand deeply Lata Mangeshkar, you have to understand deeply the 70s, the 60s, the 50s, because those are the music and the industry, what shaped the industry into what it is now. Let us know what you guys thought about it, and if there's anything else you'd like us to check out next, please put it in the comment section below, and goodbye.
Okay.